Don't forget to send the link, Dave, to your email.
There we go.
All aboard! Aye.
There is our triumphant return.
Right? We're back, we're live.
We're back, we're live. I'm going to be getting the link on here in just a second, so I'm going to let you talk for a moment.
All right, want to start with some thank yous. Big thank you to 207 last night, Rob Caldwell, Amanda Hill, for putting us on their show, and thanks to them for coming on our show. Good to be part of the broadcasting community, right?
Oh yeah, and you know, for me, it was just nice for my talents to be recognized on a wider stage. I was getting text messages from people, and
I'm finding in this job that not only is it important to recognize the talent, but it's also important to feed the ego of the talent.
Yeah, I could actually feel my head growing in size during the broadcast. I had to text back to them and tell them that they actually made us look better than we really are. I mean, you, the viewers, know that our show is not quite as good as how it appeared on there. And if you don't know, you'll soon find out.
Right. Also, big thank you to Dale Netto. Our motherboard computer crashed yesterday, so you got the iPad version, which isn't as good.
And it wasn't live either.
Right. It was recorded, but so Dale, on the last day that the building was open, under the gun, really did a nice job getting our computer re-imaged and able to use. Also, shout out to Emma Couturier. Happy birthday, Emma.
Happy birthday. And we want to start doing birthday shout outs. So you let us know if it's somebody's birthday. And we need to.
But before Davis gets to his little part of the intro, today's episode is sponsored by Nizinska Farm. To-go meals, a grocery section, CSAs, and everything else that they've got going on over there. People can call ahead, or you can purchase right on their website.
Yeah, and remember too, sponsors, if you are another business that has to-go meals or anything like that in the town, let us know. And sponsorship is free at Buzz Media. And now I'm ready for the Daily Apology.
A new segment.
Yeah, well actually, so yesterday was my first Daily Apology to Ruby Haylock. Today's Daily Apology is to Will Parkin's mom, who was really upset that I've been really
today on the Morning Buzz, we've been able to find...
You know, Parkin's great. He's going to be on today, the Parkin Pump. He sent us a video.
Right.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so mean to him. I'll try to be nicer. That's today's Daily Apology.
There you go.
Also, I am apologizing, and I'm not as sincere about this because it's not my fault, but I'm apologizing for Morgan Hickson, our social media coordinator, whose snowman video only included half of the snowman.
Right.
A lot of disappointed people.
She's going to fix it though, right?
I believe we maybe already? Nope, not already?
Not already.
Soon on YouTube you will have the corrected snowman video with all of the snowman entries.
We have limited the personnel associated with the Morning Buzz, right? We've got our producer Jamie Gentera in the back, but we're kind of down to bare bones, so most of what Morgan and Will are doing are off-site now. So we'll have some videos with them and some segments with them, but probably not much live.
Right. It's going to be all about the Zoom.
Right.
The Zooms.
Right.
And just quality time with us.
Right, exactly.
The
What do you need?
Markup plant update. The
got
viewers,
it right there.
we listened to you, and we have saved the plant.
Well, we haven't watered it. We've just...
No, I watered it yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was
right.
up on the Instagram. So, it has been watered, and...
safely here in Studio B. Somebody tried to steal it yesterday.
Yes, there was
Jen
an
Braun
attempt.
came down and tried to steal the
She
plant.
was like a SWAT team. She came busting in, and I wasn't there, but I'm glad that...
I took care of it.
Yeah, excellent. So yeah, Adriana Michu, I see you in the chat there. We will make sure you're still in there, and we can wish Stacia a happy 18th birthday.
Oh,
yesterday.
Stacia Richard. Okay,
Stacia, yes.
there we go.
All right, so we've done the markup plan update, I believe.
I think we're on the Julie
So
segment.
this is another one we could have apologized because Julie's been bumped 2 days in a row from technical trouble, but finally we are ready for the Julie segment.
So today on the Morning Buzz, we've been able to finally secure the Julie Schmidt interview. Julie is our resident educational coach in the building. We like to call her Coach Schmidt. So welcome, Julie.
Hi. Glad to be here.
Now, Julie, one of the things that I know your classes really enjoy, when you used to do mindful minute.
Yeah,
So you think you could do a mindful minute for us to get this started?
I would like to. Yes. So I think one thing that people need to be aware of is in this time of uncertainty, it's hard for a lot of people. And I think having the ability to kind of quiet the mind, even if it's just 1 minute, it does make a big difference. And so 1 minute allows you to get 4 to 5 deep breaths in. And you kind of have to get through that to convince yourself for the nervous system to slow down. So I'm going to bring you through a mindful minute. So go ahead, and if you'd like to participate, close down the eyes and begin to turn your attention inward, beginning to focus on the breath as it moves from the belly up to the chest. And again, as it goes back down, feeling the lungs compress and the belly pushing against the spine. Take a moment to think of something that you're grateful for and focus your energy on that as we continue breathing for the next few cycles of breath. In a time when things can feel uncertain, finding those things that we're thankful for helps refocus the brain. Take 2 more deep cycles of breath here, inhaling and exhaling. 1 more inhale and sigh out the exhale.
Thanks,
Right.
Julie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, that really helps. I feel at peace.
Yeah,
The
it's
other
nice,
thing-
isn't it?
The other thing we were hoping was some tips for people.
Yeah, so I think one of the things that moving from a teaching position into this position that I have this year has really kind of the structure of the day of the bells, you have this class and you're teaching this class and you have lunch, and that structure goes away. And so I think one of the things that would be really helpful for people is finding what does that new structure look like for you at home. And a couple of tips to do that, and this can be for students and teachers, but find a place where you can do your work. And, is that, a quiet space in your bedroom, or do you clear off a little corner, maybe of the table that becomes your workplace? So that's definitely a tip. Another one is to really look at your schedule for the day. And it's hard to schedule a week out because, life at home is different than life at school. And so really thinking about the day and what do you have to do that day? Do you have to take care of your siblings or your own children? Or do you have a Zoom meeting that you have to participate in? And so what does that schedule look like for the day? And maybe think about certain times to do things and not letting the entire day, 24 hours, be consumed with remote learning, because I think sometimes it can feel like it just goes on and on. And so setting some goals for yourself each day, and then goals for that week are also really important to feel like you're moving forward in what you're trying to accomplish.
I mean, we set Buzz Media pre-production and post-production meetings to plan out our day.
Yes, and I believe that has kind of transitioned from the very beginning, right? And you feel that things are going much smoother since you kind of have that guideline going.
Yeah.
So
Happily, you're really good.
Control the talent in the room. Sometimes he's a little diva-like, and he gets us a little off track. But so
yes,
I mean, Rob Caldwell called me that. I didn't give the name to myself.
I believe Amanda said you guys really needed to fight it out to see who's going to be the lead host in a sense. So I would really like to see that come down at some point.
Might happen. Any other tips for us, Julie?
So I think another thing that I'm seeing is, which is wonderful in so many regards, there are so many resources opening up for teachers and for students. But on the flip side of that, for someone who, like myself, who tends to get lots of thoughts going in my head, it can be pretty overwhelming. And so one of the goals that I'm going to try to do as a coach is narrow down some of those resources and categorize them for people so that it feels a little less or a little more user-friendly. A couple of places that I've been kind of looking at is the Maine Department of Education, and really trying to pick one or two pretty valid places to go to help me in my ability to kind of streamline this a little bit. And so picking, one or two places and just kind of searching through what they're offering instead of trying to do, 100 different resources and try to figure out which one you want to use. So pick something and go with it. Go ahead.
What would you recommend for to make sure we do as teachers to not overwhelm the students, and kind of follow up with as a student, what do you need to do to make sure you're not feeling overwhelmed?
Yeah. So if you haven't had a chance to watch the Department of Education Commissioner, Commissioner Macon, she did a video just recently, and I would say it's really for teachers worth watching. It talks a lot about kind of less is more, and being available and making connections with your students. That's kind of, as we're entering this uncertain time, really her message, and I kind of want to echo that. So as far as the actual curriculum goes, try not to worry about it being a perfect lesson or a perfect, situation, but really trying to make those connections to kids and being really open to what maybe they're going through. So making those connections are huge.
And then for students, so that they don't feel overwhelmed?
So again, I think that schedule for students is really important. So looking at their time and really thinking about what time of day works best for them to work. It may be that a quiet house happens at 6:30 in the morning. So maybe they set their alarm and work from 6:30 to 8 and have some quiet time to kind of get their stuff done. And then they take a break as little ones are waking up. And they kind of look at what time works best for them. But making a schedule, thinking about, okay, I'm going to spend 20 minutes on this English from 8 to 8:20. I'm going to have my breakfast and maybe do a mindful minute and some stretching, and maybe do the park and power.
Park and pump.
And make sure you're free at 10 to live stream.
And you want to schedule in the live stream. And so really trying to give yourself some structure in your day, but make it in a way that makes sense for you.
And what's your day looking like? What's your structure like during this time?
So
how many tabs are open right now?
I gotta give, Dave Grimmel told me that Zoom meetings don't work so well with tabs open. Oh. I felt like when I reduced from 57 tabs to 22, that to me felt like very few tabs. But I only have 4 tabs open right now. I'd like you to know that. So
that's an all-time record.
Yeah, it is.
What's your day looking like?
So right now,
go ahead.
Just to let teachers know what I'm doing right now is I'm building a Google form, and I'm going to be sending it out to teachers asking what I can do to best help you guys as you're trying to maneuver your way through this. And so there's some different options you can choose as to how I can help you. And some of those include, setting up a Google Classroom, learning how to use Google Meet. And then, of course, if you know how to do those things, maybe it's a thinking partner, looking at some lesson planning. Maybe it's, revising some curriculum as you're thinking about the future. So I've got some choices that will be coming your way.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks a lot, Julie.
Yeah.
For zooming in.
And
you.
I would like to put out there, we are building a big snowman today at my house. We will be putting it out to, where am I going with it? Instagram? Is that where I'm going?
Yeah, or you can email it to Morgan
To
Hickson.
Morgan.
Although, right, this is actually recorded yesterday when they're seeing it. And so in just a few minutes, you'll know if you're in the top 6.
Okay, excellent.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Julie.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye. And we are back on the air.
We're back live.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Julie.
Yes, thank you.
You can see that was several days ago when I wore my dinosaur volcano Hawaiian shirt, but
Right.
we finally got it up there.
Yeah.
So
I think we're on song brackets.
song bracket. All right, so tons of voting now.
Right.
We've already received more votes than we have anyone. So there's less matchups now. We can talk about each one a little bit.
Okay, what do we got?
So in the north, the one versus
The way north.
The way
We're
north.
trying to
Yeah,
maximize
far
the
north,
distance.
far
This is the way
south.
north.
Can't touch this. 79 to 21 over The Sound of Silence. No
That's
love
to be
for
expected.
no love for Simon and Garfunkel. The 2-7 matchup. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. 62 to 38 over JoJo. A close one here. All by Myself by Eric Carbon is defeating Survivor by Destiny's Child. 57 to 43.
Ooh.
Come on, I'd like to see
Destiny's
Destiny's
Child is
Child.
your pick.
Bring it up. Oh, now this one I'm more upset about. Alive by Pearl Jam is currently losing 49 to 51
Ooh.
to Bette Midler. Please get on there and vote for Pearl Jam. I do not want to see them lose to Bette Midler.
Please vote for Bette Midler.
No. Please don't do this. That's not right. Students, I know you don't like Bette Midler. Get in there. All right, so then in the South, the 1-9. I think we're alone now by Tiffany with a huge upset. Crushing 6 foot, 7 foot.
Oh, man.
71 to 29
Kids,
right now.
come on. Stop letting Lil Wayne down.
The 2-7 matchup. Don't You Forget About Me.
Simple Minds.
From the Breakfast Club. 69 to 31 over Don't Stand So Close to Me.
Yeah, I see that.
The 3-6. Dancing with Myself by Billy Idol is defeating I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles by the Proclaimers.
I was hoping for an upset there.
And then the last matchup is I Will Survive is crushing Carole King. That's a 13-5. So Carole King pulled off the upset in the first round, but as often happens with March Madness,
You just run into that better opponent.
yeah, it kind of runs out. So that's but the voting is open till Friday.
Right? We'll reveal the Elite 8 tomorrow.
Yes. So plenty of time to get on there. All right, and now Arts Gala.
Tell us about Arts Gala, Davis.
So we are doing. So normally Arts Gala night would be, I believe, tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, we are gonna have a virtual Arts Gala. So people can submit art. It could be poems. It could be songs. It could be any sort of art. You're gonna send those to Jamie Gentera. Or you can submit them straight through the Levitt Buzz Media Instagram account.
Correct. Run by Morgan Hickson.
And we're going to keep putting it out on the blog.
Right.
And the blog and the song voting and all those will be in the links for this video once we're in post-production.
Right.
If you hear that noise, that's Maggie whining, and you're not going out. You're not. Just relax, dude. All right. And I am now going to read a poem that was submitted.
Perfect. By whom?
This was submitted by Bailey Mishu and Maria Gruber, and they wrote it through, I believe, Zoom or Google
there you go.
Hangout.
All right.
The poem is called Dear Quarantine. Oh, quarantine, at first it sounded super fun, but now I'm counting days until it's done. Sleep schedule's thrown off, paranoid when I hear a cough. I thought quarantine would be grand, but now I'm stuck doing online modern band. TP lost, gloves and masks overflowing. When will this nightmare end? We go on without knowing. 6 feet apart, never to touch. But how can I refuse a hug from my grandma and grandpa, who I love so much? I have so much extra time with nothing to do, but nothing to wipe my butt with when I go poo. A grinning mother comes home with a puzzle, 1,000 pieces, oh what a struggle. Forced to go on daily walks, I kick my feet and sigh. When someone asks if I've done my work, I am forced to lie. Google Hangouts glitching to and fro, and I've worn the same outfit for 6 days in a row. How I'll get my food if they cancel Hannaford to go, I have to say, I do not know. I'm tired of Netflix, tired because the only entertaining thing to watch is The Morning Buzz.
Ooh.
Thank you, quarantine, for all of the trouble. Make sure not to pop my 6-foot bubble. We know this is scary, don't be alarmed. We hope everyone stays safe and unharmed. Wash your hands. Love, Maria and Bailey. Thank you guys.
That was awesome.
That was.
All right.
And
So now we're moving on to the Park and Pump.
Park and Pump.
Is that correct? Park and Pump today, sponsored by Elite Landscaping. They trim bushes, mow lawns, whatever you need. Just call Dave Coburn.
Okay. All right, guys, Coach Parkin with another workout for the day. So what you're gonna need for this, just a deck of cards. So what we're gonna do is each suit is gonna be a different workout. So for diamonds, we'll do push-ups. So if you get 2 of diamonds, next one, spades. So for spades, you get a 4, you have to do squats. Next one, clubs. So for clubs, you have to do lunges, 3, but that's 3 on each leg. So. Next one, so hearts, inchworms. For aces, if you guys want to push yourself, you can do 11. If you want to take it easier, you can just do 1. So inchworms, start on your feet, just go down, back. And then for jack, queen, king, you can either do 1. If you want to push yourself, you can do 10. And just go through the whole card, see how fast you can do that. And that's your workout for the day.
And we're back.
Oh!
And don't know where we are.
We are on What's for Dinner.
Oh, what's for dinner?
So for dinner last night, we had burgers. Went burgers, mashed potato. Pretty basic. Threw the burgers in a little bit of a marinade, a little blueberry Worcestershire, and then cooked them right in the frying pan. A little cheddar cheese on top, some Vermont aged cheddar, and yeah, burgers, mashed potato, a little garlic. Pretty good meal.
So I've been getting criticized about my meals.
Right.
So I decided I needed something.
For good reason.
I needed something that was going to give me a complete round of everything I needed.
Right.
And what did I think back to my childhood? Where did I always see things that were well-rounded? The cereal box.
There you go.
I went with the, what is this cereal with the almonds in it? The, you know what I'm talking, the Gentura.
Honey bunches of oats.
Honey bunches of oats with almonds.
Bunches of oats with-
And I went with the big bowl, again, I like
Right.
the big bowl, so I think that was,
There you go.
that was solid. By the way, we can't see your questions in chat right now because we cut that to keep our streaming here in the internet. So you can message me if you happen to have a question. But are we up to Kahoot?
We're up to Kahoot.
Oh wait, we have to stream Kahoot, or can you get it on your phone? Otherwise, we won't know the questions, and that means we're gonna lose. So Kahoot is getting ready to launch, and we are going to need to be. Kahoot is getting ready to launch, and we. It's my own phone that I'll mute. Yeah, we can watch on our phones. How many people we got in the Kahoot today, Gentera?
We got 14 players in the Kahoot.
All right.
You're gonna have to read the question to me, I think, Dios.
I think you're going to get it on your phone.
I don't think I can get it on my phone.
Well, you're not going to win then.
I'll try to stream it and see if that messes us up too much here.
Also, Maggie's whining in the background. There's a lot of issues right now, but we're still doing it. And when is this Kahoot starting?
It's gonna start.
Top 6.
Top 6, here we
What
go.
is our top 6 today?
Today, we've chosen the top 6 divas.
Is that James Gentera? We got camera on that? We got eyes on that?
Hold on. Oh, we'll zoom in here in just a second. Turn the Kahoot audio off there.
Maggie, you just relax. You're being a bit of a diva.
Is Maggie on the list?
She should be on the list.
Morgan dropped the list off this morning, so
Yeah, she should be on the list.
we'll see what we got.
Okay, and...
I think she also did them so I can go top down this time too. We ready?
You ready?
Yeah, we're ready. It's
We're
a little
ready.
bright. Yeah, no, we got it.
So,
There we
right,
go.
give me a drum roll, Davis. Number 6, Queen Latifah.
Oh, Queen Latifah. I'm a big fan.
Right.
She's a diva. That's
What
valid.
was that one she did with Steve Martin, Bringing Down the House?
I don't know.
I don't know. I like Steve Martin. Number 5, Mariah Carey.
Huge diva.
Surprised she's not lower down on the list.
I know. I feel like she could be number 1.
And drum roll. Number 4,
Tyra
Banks.
Big, yeah. With the, what was the show with
America's
the models?
Top
America's
Model,
Next Top
right?
Model.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely diva. And
Number 3, RuPaul.
RuPaul, yes. Also, I feel like most divas have their own shows. RuPaul
Right.
has a show, Tyra Banks has a show.
Right.
Maybe that's the distinguishing thing.
Number
All
2.
right. Number 2. Oh, Beyonce.
That was an aggressive drum roll for Beyonce.
Beyonce doesn't need her own show because the world is her stage.
Right, exactly.
All right, and number 1.
Isaiah Davis.
The Talent Davis, the number 1 diva.
He is the number 1 diva. Oh man.
All right. Oh, we also have one
One more video to show
more
before we
video. I
wrap
don't
this
know
up.
if Tinter is ready for it. The Lucky video.
Oh, yeah, the lucky
Oh yeah, the lucky
We
video.
can talk. All right. So next week we have Eileen Doyle on. She is the author of Lucky, Little Guy, Big Mission, about the Lucky is the dog from is at Leeds Elementary.
Right?
And with Christy Gardner, trained the dog. So she wrote a book about the 2 of them. She's going to be on our show next week, just like we're a real morning dog
Like a
show.
real outfit.
We have, I think we're going to do that every
Awesome.
Monday, but we do have some video of Lucky. Are we ready to show that?
Yeah. Hey.
Maggie, stop.
Joy. I'm so proud that he drug this back from the edge of the woods.
Oh hey, we're back. Wrap this thing up.
Yeah, we got to wrap this thing up.
All right. So tomorrow's show we have the Elite 8 reveal.
Yes.
So vote for those songs tonight. Get your votes in there for the bracket. We're going to have our resident psychology teacher
Chris Schiavelli.
coming on to talk a little psychology.
Yeah, like psychology of being shut into your house and things to do that. And then also I think some fun stuff he's got worked up, maybe. I'm not sure.
Perfect. Possibly Marta tomorrow.
Possibly Marta, we're waiting on the video to get sent through.
Right.
But, we have to
Italy's
check
a
in
long
with it.
ways away. It's
Yes,
hard to do this.
But Marta's doing good.
We're going to update a little bit on AP and SAT tomorrow. So
Absolutely.
Dave's going to have a little segment on that. And tomorrow we are going to have a portion of the program where we do the State of the Hive.
Yes, El Presidente,
El
Evan
Presidente,
Shaw
Evan
is
Shaw
going to give us a check-in.
Going to be in there. So
So all that, and I think, are we now just ready for, is that,
the outro music sponsored by Angelo's. Pick up a pizza.
yes. And once again, music by Louise Gruber. She was accompanied by her dad this morning.
Right.
But this one is just Louise, so. Oops, oh, I turned off the sound on my phone because it was too loud earlier. Hold on. Technical difficulty.